Hey guys!
Hi, welcome to the Chimp Sessions. You're joining us on a very special debut video podcast from somewhere very special.
Dude, isn't this some McDonald's car park?
We've discussed this.
Sorry, somewhere very, very special.
They don't know that.
Yeah.
It's the home of complete banter nonsense with a purpose, and we want to bring into the mainstream every conceivable topic surrounding the health of everyday minds and how the hell we can raise our individual and collective mindsets. I'm Christian.
And I'm Tisha Franklin. And together we're going to host this thing alongside loads of our mates and some amazing guests. And I guess just see how it evolves, right?
Pretty much.
So over the next coming weeks and months, we're going to be chatting about all kinds of things from PTSD to Brexit, porn to education, and anything you ask us for the time being. But first, some caveats.
Yeah, firstly, I'm not sure if you can tell, but we're not actually psychologists, never claim to be experts with letters after our names. It's
in his case, yes.
Or plan
I'm saying you're old in case you didn't get that.
No, I got that. We plan to encourage anyone to take. Sorry, we don't plan. That's the point of the caveat.
Come on now, you know.
I get my words out.
I hate getting people suing you after the first podcast. Like,
that was supposed to be the avoid the legal bit.
He said that, not me.
Yeah, no, don't listen to anything we've got to say. We're not balanced people. But we don't plan to encourage anybody to take any particular course of action. Is what we're trying to say, based on, as you can see, our ramblings. All of this is simply gathering people's opinions and accidentally encouraging an awakening that it's okay not to be okay.
100%. And it's probably worth admitting as well, really can't stress this enough, Christian is a twat. Oh gosh. Okay, no, like putting it out there early on. You know, we're just humans with a sense of humour that may not align with everybody else's. So if you're offended by anything that we may say or consider anything inappropriate to you,
also likely,
it's likely that we are maybe a little bit sorry and suggest that it's not us, it's definitely you.
It's a you problem.
So you have been warned.
That's the legal stuff done. Can we move on?
Yeah, of course.
Excellent.
Yeah. So the Chimp Sessions was born out of a realization that our peer group is not happy. In fact, even the understanding of what happy is isn't actually very happy. It's like an epidemic. Why do I think I'm so funny?
That's also an epidemic, to be fair.
I'm like a disease. But I'm like one you want to catch. Hello. No, we're at a point.
Escalated quickly.
We're at a point in our own lives, though, where, you know, we're aware. We're like more than ever. And our perspectives, programming, personal shit has just led us to a place of anxiety, unhappiness, and self-destruction.
It's true.
Those are ones I don't like.
No, and out of the ashes, like stood in the middle of my own blast radius. It's a really sobering place to be. I decided to follow a path of self-discovery and find out what it is that determines who we are, what we feel and think, and more importantly, kind of what fuels our expectations and our behaviors. Not gonna lie, it was tough. It was an eye-opener. It was raw, cathartic, like peeling my own onion with professional help. You're good. But it led to me to study the subject in a lot of detail. And because I have a logical brain, I need answers. And now I'm kind of immersed in what the answers are. But more importantly, how people perceive them and what they're going to do with that information.
Now, you might not believe this, but you're quite an average person.
True. I'm a simple designer. I'm an outnumbered single dad. I'm a self-aware, intuitive, empathy type, general positive person. And the more of this knowledge of enlightenment that I stumbled on, the more I had the kind of desire to share it with anybody who might benefit. Not in a kind of ram it down your throat kind of way, or
I mean,
how does that make you feel kind of way. But simply, there are some truths, and take it or leave it, you know?
And there's like no age limit on this, is there? Because,
No.
you know, I've seen you do this with your daughters and they are little people, like proper, like babies. Now, I'm a singer. I'm a radio presenter. I write. Hey,
You might want to reconsider that after this.
do you know what? I'm out. I'm gone. I'm done.
Yes, I've locked the van.
But you know what, though? Get in the van. But I'm an all-round badass, okay? I'm a chatty person, and I would literally strike up a conversation with myself
yourself,
if there
I was
is
gonna say
nobody else to talk to. Do you know what? I might actually need to get some help with that, you know?
When you come to the right.
Yeah. So, mental health in whatever form is close to my heart, and I totally subscribe to the idea of talking about our shit, man. Like, you need to be more open, and we need to be encouraging others to do the same. So, we're going to be going out and about, and we're just going to be speaking to people in every walk of life, okay? And we're going to bring back the evidence that the mindset is literally the key to our growth and our secret to our successes, even if we don't know it yet. Now, for me,
Sure.
mental health is such a misleading term because it suggests that the mental part is in some way sort of separate from the physical part, right?
Mm.
And people are happy enough to suggest that the poster boy with the six-pack, not the one in his fridge, you know, who goes to yoga and has got a...
Too kind.
Nobody was talking about you, honey. You know, and he's got a fantastic balanced diet, and that, you know, he's more valid than somebody who is bigger, loves a crisp, and quite frankly couldn't even run a bath. And we know there is not an acceptable negative stigma, right, that we would openly tolerate in either of those examples. Yet in truth, if we're honest, the mental or the physical health are the same, or at least related.
True. And people don't or won't seek help or simply talk about their shit because it's personal. No one really understands. You know, what can someone who doesn't get the context of my life do to put me in a happier place or feel better? Yeah, we're happy to pay a personal trainer to get the six-pack or grow the chest or run a marathon. But they're not the ones doing the work for us.
Preach.
They're not the ones dieting for us. They're not the ones getting the results for us. We're doing that.
Amen, my brother.
Thank you. But they simply just give us the tools, right? The techniques.
True.
And that guides us from one status to hopefully a better one. Unless you don't turn up.
Like me.
But what we're trying to do is, once that gets understood in the mainstream, that's exactly how the health of our mind works, right? It's and those mental taboos, they'll break down in the workplace, in schools, in homes, corner shop, down the pub. Not being okay that'll be cool. It'll be okay.
Do you know what I mean? I'm so there for that.
And just rebrand this thing. Mental health will be just health. You know?
Yes. So you're probably thinking, why do we look like we're coming at you from the back of a limo on a hen do in Blackpool?
How dare you?
Well, ta-da. Just roll out. There's the Blackpool Pier. But no, we should probably actually clarify what the hell is going on here. So when we decided to embark on this journey of basically just chatting ourselves to a happier place, right?
That's a good excuse.
You know,
I love microphones.
Oh, I know you do.
Yeah.
But there was instantly a problem, wasn't there? We
bit.
had no studio. Now, the thing is, as cool as my parents are, they probably wouldn't be so impressed with, you know, the setup. And let's be honest, shout out to Philip George, because Dad would regularly just wander into shot, probably ask me why I haven't done the dishes or something.
Similar problem. My house is a circus. All of my limited credibility before you got there would be wiped out with arguments over who's going to have the iPad, you know, happening in the background.
The iPad.
The iPad. That's bigger. It's taller. You know, real life situations. So, and I'm going to claim this entirely. Thank you. I had the genius idea of getting an old school London taxi and transforming that interior into a studio worthy of banter that, let's face it, might even have happened in its previous life. Now, that would have allowed us to have something tangible and mobile, sexy,
Please never say that
eye-catching,
again.
and take it on the road and do our thing from that. But problem number one with that idea
Mm.
was like a shit cab from 1992.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would look sick if it was lowered and wrapped and 20-inch rims on it. But back of an AA truck on the side of the M1, not a strong look. So,
no, I wouldn't want to ride in that. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Not today, baby. But problem number two, as this mission is entirely self-funded and not sponsored by the likes of Red Bull or Sky, but I'll at you boys
Yeah,
if you know you want to be here, and if you're watching. But budget was generally, you know, it was a massive constraint, and so what we did was we got ourselves armed with the internet. And we set about finding the perfect vehicle. It needed to seat 4 or more people, right, in the back.
Probably or more, really.
4
Given
or
what we've
more.
discovered at the scene.
yeah, we probably needed a bigger
Getting
space.
out past the microphone is a struggle. Let's just say.
To be honest. I mean, it's a good
I
job
am
it's not
6'5".
me.
Yeah.
I'm 6'2". But yeah, it needed to seat at least 4 people so that we could just chill, have a conversation, all that kind of thing. But it needed some presence. It needed to be really kick-ass. And we needed to not feel like absolute knobheads while driving around in it. Because that's not how I roll. Because I've got way more street cred than Christian.
And a beanie.
And I've got a beanie on. Like, Chip Sessions, hello. But it also needed to turn heads and attract a following. Because, I mean, how are we supposed to talk to y'all if you ain't following the thing? So the Chimp Sessions on Instagram, please. Hello. Yeah. But, you know, having driven the length of the country, it turns out that this one particularly was born in Japan. And it lived back up north and was annoyingly sitting literally 15 yards, not yards, miles down the road in Birmingham. I know,
yards.
right?
You measure
yards.
stuff in yards still.
Never measured in yards.
That.
I don't even
get
know
metric, baby. It's
I don't even know how big is a yard.
It's not relevant.
Okay.
You're going to lose the audience.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, with much excitement and passion, blood, sweat, tears, late nights, like tonight, can we just say the most amazing displays of generosity and support from our mates?
Ibs, James.
We've created this awesome space. It's a mobile banter booth style recording studio, and we love it. So, Christian, what have we got in store? What's the mission?
Well, Letitia, glad you asked. We want to get out and about, and we want to get people talking. It's probably clear now we like talking. Probably a bit too much. Yeah, no, I really like talking.
Me, not so much.
I'm Irish. But it's with dialogue that we create stories, and stories from millennia have been the vehicle of truth and learning, and you pass it around like Haribo, accidentally enlightening those who might feel in a darker place, or actually maybe they're not. Maybe they're just on their own path of enlightenment and looking for food for thought. And there are so many topics to banter about that directly reflect our everyday and correlate directly to our health and well-being. So that's why we're here.
We believe that social media is a platform for good, okay? For change. Because let's be honest, you're lying if you say that you're not in front of it daily. Probably for more time than we actually spend even eating food. And for me, that's a lot. Don't say true.
For me.
Oh, so it's our Trojan horse of love and positivity. And more importantly, for open communication on things that we can't, won't, or simply just don't want to talk about.
And the plan for the Chimp Sessions is just that. It'll be crowdsourced. I mean, we have a loose plan, but above and beyond that, I want to create content based on the will of the people. So we'll address subjects that you suggest, and if you're champions of a particular cause in the sphere of positive mindset or self-care, mental health awareness, to be honest, even if you're not, perhaps you just feel there's a need to get something out in the open and just get it into the mainstream consciousness, then we want to hear from you.
Now listen, our target audience is you. Yes, you out there in the big, wide world. Why am I so extra? But it's something, which we might regret saying later on. But the truth is that we are all the same. Now we think, this might be news to you, babe, but we think that we're, individual, special, squishy, emotional, you're emotional, sentient beings. But the reality is this, okay? 1, our personalities fall into categories. 2, our behaviours fall into categories. The way we process the information we receive from the world, it just falls into categories.
Even the language of love and connections, that's got 5, isn't it?
Yeah, you can do a thing on that, online like a test.
However,
Mm-hmm.
What does separate us is our experiences. Our programming, by virtue of everything else that we've just said, our perceptions of now and next. And this is kind of the heart of people's anxieties and their decision making, their relationships, their mental health.
So yeah, that's it. So we are so proud to be given, you know, this form to this channel and this gorgeous van. I hate calling it that. Like, it sounds proper creepy,
Doesn't
doesn't it?
sound right.
But it looks sick though. Legit, looks so sick.
We'll post some of that. And we'll come see you. Promise. In the meantime, just like, please, 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 please like, subscribe, share, comment, all the cliche shit that you're supposed to do with this content and the posts. And we'll see how we get on. It's
what? No, the thing is, you know how
scary
this...
time is what it is.
You know what I mean, right? Listen, you know how this works, okay? And we want to grow this together, but we need your help. So it's actually going to be quite a laugh, in all honesty. It's going to be a good giggle, and we are really excited to get stuck in. So thank you very much for watching, supporting our crazy plans. Watch this space.
Peace. You were quite good in that.
Was I? Same with you. Did you enjoy it?
Yes. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Good.
I don't very often record myself.
I'm not saying that I really do.
That's a lie.
Oh my God, don't lie.
How are you supposed to finish these things off? Like, what's the...
Oh, so maybe, I don't know, like...
Dun, 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 dun.
Like on the news, like, and this is us from thing.
Oh,
or,
can we dim the lights?
oh my God, no, maybe we should just press this.